What up people, this is Rider93 and this is my friend's Bajaj Avenger, shit, not an Avenger. This is my friend's Bajaj As200 and today I have it for a whole day. So I had this bike for a whole day and I've been riding it since I had it, and yeah, I was just riding it around in Mulund. So this one's AS200 and I know I shouldn't be doing, I mean it makes no sense to make a review or a first ride impressions of this bike, but I will because I have the bike right now. So let's compare this bike against my Avenger. Well, definitely the seat is not as comfortable as that on my Avenger. I like the brakes though. This bike has really great brakes. I mean, I can stop this bike like on the spot. This bike stops on the spot. Let's break some rules. I broke the signal. Well, I don't know why people follow this one. If you are catching up with some buzzy noises, that's because of the auxiliary lamp. That's the one that's making those irritating noise. The fairing doesn't make any noise. The bike didn't heat up. Oops, I took that turn and I missed it. So yeah, the mirrors, I like the mirrors. They have a huge area, huge visibility. Another huge area. I like the instrument console and I like the way I sit on this bike. It's not way too aggressive and it's not way too relaxed. I mean, it's a little bit sporty than what you would find out on a Gixxer. That's what I feel. I wish the seat was as comfortable as that on the Dominar, as the Dominar has a nice and soft seat. So I like the low end torque on this one. It just gets the bike moving on and it barely kind of gets. Okay, man. Hello, douchebag. Yeah, the engine really feels like it's knocking. I mean, I've been riding this bike just like my Avenger, and trust me, if you are riding on wrong gears on a Bajaj Avenger at the wrong speed, the engine will knock like anything. But there's no knocking on this one. Maybe that's because of the triple spark kind of thing. Yeah, that's definitely because of the triple spark technology on this one. I mean, this bike has 3 spark plugs and that's why the bike feels smooth. There are vibrations, mild vibrations in the beginning, but once past 5000 RPM there are not any vibrations. The bike smooths out, and what I feel is that the bike really comes into its, I mean the engine is best above 5000 RPM. I'm in 6th gear. The bike is riding at 45 kilometers per hour and gaining speed. Wow, the engine still pulls, man. Without any hesitation, the engine just pulls. Other than that, I don't remember any technical kind of things about this bike, but basically it's a NS200 with a little bit of fairing, and I like the wind protection on this one. The windshield does work. There's very little amount of wind right on your head and your chest. I can feel the wind on my arms, and that's, I mean, come on, that's something you have to feel because there's no fairing around here. I mean, there's no any kind of visor Not visor, the windshield. There's no any kind of windshield around here. And overall the bike feels nimble. It's responsive. The brakes are great. Suspension is a little bit stiffer, but I can live with it. Nothing like really uncomfortable. I like these buttons on the turn indicators. It really helps to, shut them down. The power delivery on this one is progressive. It's not like no power, and fuck you. No, it's not like that. And I'm even happy with the ground clearance on this one. On this particular bike, the clutch cable is almost about to, it's about to replace, and that's why it's ridiculously hard. किधर है? देख के आता है ना? आगे चल. I'm just doing clutchless upshifts and downshifts on this one. The clutch is ridiculously hard right now. Man, this is weird. I've never been to this place. इधर आना चाहिए. It's so quiet out here. I mean, you can definitely come here to have some nice pictures of your rides, or pictures of anything. I guess that's the mangrove area. These are all the mangroves which you see while riding from Airoli to Mulund. Ouch! This bike needs softer suspension for sure. Or maybe that's because I'm too used to having just soft suspension. Look at the salt pans. And let's get back to the handling. Let's get back to the motorcycle. I like these clip-on kind of handlebars on this one. Oh, look at the sun. Let's have a look at the salt pans. I've never been so close to them. There's a liquor bottle in there. This place doesn't even stink, but it definitely looks bad. Just imagine this is the salt which you eat, and it comes from here. See? So now we are leaving this place. It's a nice place to chill out with friends. Ah man, the joy of doing this, it's amazing. The sun is setting down on the horizon, not on the horizon, actually in those buildings, and we are heading back mostly to Cyprus to have some nice watermelon blossom. And we probably don't have anywhere to have a U-turn, so we'll just go from here, I guess. Let's have some highway fun. This bike is definitely dangerous. I mean dangerous in terms of the power, the way the power is delivered on this one. Man, I love this. And mind you, this bike has been literally abused by my friend. And now I know why. Still doesn't go in neutral. Okay, so the radiator fan has kicked in. I can feel the throw of heat on my legs. Amit साले clutch ठीक करके bike देता. My hand is paining right now. The bike is definitely compact and maneuverable in traffic, but the clutch is making it a real hell for me to ride this bike right now. You know, I wish the tank would have been a bit beefier. It would have been easier for me to, lock my knees in. Oh man, the fan is throwing heat on my pants. So the bike got hot quite a lot in the traffic, and I can definitely feel it all over my jeans right now. I mean, it's not unbearable, but it's annoying. It's annoyingly hot. Something that never happens with the Avenger. The braking on this bike, I felt a bit weird because the front end is progressive, but the rear one gets locked up quite easily. And that's why I was, kind of scary to apply both the brakes while turning. Just look at the throw of that light. That projector. It's almost like a high beam. Is it the case with all the AS? I don't know. But it is in case of this one. Oh, look at the... It looks like an eagle. Just look at that headlight. I mean, the throw of headlight. It looks like an eagle. I like these cute little blue lights. Blue backlight on the button, on the handlebars. It's really cute, man. I like it. So now we are here at the Kartik. I'll have some watermelon blossom and I'll get back to you guys.
I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
So we are done at Cyprus and now heading home, and yeah, look at the headlight, man. I guess it's out of focus on this one. I've turned on the headlights on this one, and look how everything will start with a touch of a button. Just look how quickly the headlight and all starts up. It's like 1, 2, 3. Just one touch. The front windshield, definitely does its job pretty well. I didn't feel any kind of wind blast even at triple digits. And I don't feel like this bike would tire me out while touring. So overall, great bike. It's really sad that Bajaj discontinued this one. Maybe it's definitely, there are hopes for a much bigger and better AS. Maybe something like the AS400. Who knows? So yeah, I guess that's it from my side. This is your host Rider 93 signing off. Goodbye. Well, nowadays there are so many politicians begging for votes, and एक ख्याल आता है मन में कि निकली है धूप सूख गए हैं कच्चे, निकली है धूप सूख गए हैं कच्चे।
ये तो सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं।